Well, welcome back. I have Jordan Rodriguez from Idaho Power with us this afternoon. And you know what? This is one of those things that I learned something new today. Idaho Power has campgrounds, and in those campgrounds, you have an opportunity for people to really make their own reservations and all of that. So, Jordan, I want you to show us where they are and tell us more about these opportunities for people.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having us on. And like you said, I think maybe not everyone's aware that Idaho Power owns and operates over a dozen campgrounds and parks along the Snake River. And some of those, this year for the first time, we have online reservations available, and that's for campgrounds in Hells Canyon and CJ Strike, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but that's a new feature that you can reserve your campground ahead of time.
And that is becoming more important, isn't it? As the pressure to, you know, find a place and know that you're going to have a place when you get there is
Absolutely.
growing.
Yeah, especially at Hells Canyon, you don't want to drive 3 hours and not have a spot to camp. So
Right.
It's a nice convenience. And we do still have first come, first served spots open as well for people who want to go. But the reservations is a nice feature.
Okay. And how, I mean, do you have availability at this point, or do these things book up pretty fast?
Yeah, there's availability. There
Great.
is. A lot of
Great.
spots are booked, but there's also availability for both of those, and a lot of first come, first served as well.
Okay.
Including if we want to start closer to town with Swan Falls. So Swan Falls is about 45 minutes from Boise, and it's just a beautiful area.
Isn't it,
It's so great. I was actually there just yesterday, went out for the morning fishing, and there was lots of people there enjoying it, fishing, using the camping areas, the parks, throwing frisbees. It's just been beautiful weather, so it's a great time to be out there. But 45 minutes away, when you get there, it's kind of hard to believe. It's just so beautiful. You're in this canyon. The fishing's been really good, and so there's just a lot to do there. And the campgrounds there are free. Those are not
free.
Yeah,
Nice.
Those are not part of the online reservation system, so those are free. There's campgrounds below the dam where a lot of people do fishing for the big sturgeon, and then also above the dam, which is more of a reservoir setting, smallmouth bass fishing, and just a nice place to camp and enjoy the water.
All right. Well, you stock the river too as well, right?
That's true, yes. So several places along the Boise River, or the Snake River, excuse me. CJ Strike is one place where we stock tens of thousands of trout every year. And then also in the Hagerman Valley, if you've ever been through there, great place to just make a nice drive. There's lots of hot springs and stuff right along the river there. It's just a really cool area, and we stock trout at several different points along the Snake River there. So,
but no campgrounds in the Hagerman area, is that right? Or just at CJ Strike?
CJ Strike is a place where you can camp and you can reserve those.
Okay.
The parks and things along in the Hagerman Valley and the fish stocking points and the boat ramps, those are available, but no reservable campsites.
Okay, good to know. All right, 1 minute left, Jordan. What else can you pack in here for us?
Okay, so the CJ Strike, which is about an hour and change. It's just south of Mountain Home. And then Hells Canyon, a little bit more of a hike, but you know, beautiful area. Those are the two places where you can reserve. So you go to online, idahopower.com, and you can find all the information there to register and reserve the campgrounds. It's a $10 fee. And then the campgrounds themselves are $6 to $16 per night to camp. So pretty inexpensive way to enjoy the weather with your family and get out and enjoy you know, Idaho Power's parks and campgrounds. It's a great time of year to do it. It's really green right now, really beautiful. We've had so much water.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And it's a really great time to be out.
Well, thanks to Idaho Power for having the campsites and allowing folks to use them, making it easier this year than ever to do that. Jordan, great to see you.
Great to see you as well. And if I could, just one last word on safety.
Oh, yes.
Safety first, especially when you're around dams and around the water. And we keep life vests at many of our boat ramps that are free for people to borrow if you don't have your own.
Great.
And make sure you stay safe when you're out enjoying the wilderness. So.
Could not put a bigger exclamation mark behind that. We don't want to do any stories on anyone having trouble in the water. Jordan,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you.
And Brian, over to you.